Some of you may be wondering how I got to be the paragon of manliness that you see before you, and how I can make any woman in a 30-foot radius cream themselves like a fruit gusher. Shut up, I can totally do that. Well, it's because I learned from the best. I learned from a man who goes through women like most of us go through Kleenex. I learned from a man who's so goddamn rugged and chock full of balls that he'll defy the laws of physics just to get himself a right piece of tail. I'm talking about Kentaro Oe, the motherfucking golden boy. Alright, I know he looks like a complete spaz, but that's just a dodge. Hear me out on this. Golden Boy is the story of Kentaro Oe, a free spirit who travels from town to town on his personal quest to live life to the fullest, experiencing all that he possibly can in the pursuit of learning everything about anything. Or is it? In actuality, Golden Boy is about finding out how much pussy can one man possibly conquer. And if the anime was any indication, the answer is all of it. All the pussy.
Please come back and visit this town again.
Well...
And when you do, I want you to be the one to take my virginity.
This man can't walk into a town without leaving a trail of soiled panties in his wake. Kentaro Oe is responsible for more unwed mothers than a drunken New Year's Eve party. We are fortunate to have this 6-part OVA with us so we too can learn the triumph of having our flagpole mounted on Mount Vagu. And I, your humble presenter, have taken it upon himself to break down everything Mr. Kentaro Oe has to teach us into 6 lessons. You're welcome. Lesson 1. Impress to undress. You don't have to be the love god that is Kentaro Oe to know that women don't just hand out pussy like Halloween candy.
I want to be your slave!
You must call me your queen.
Oh yes, my queen! I will be your slave forever!
Usually. So you got to let them know that you're the real deal. Take, for instance, Kentaro's attempts to woo his lovely blonde boss. At first, she's unimpressed with his plain features and occasional bouts of toilet worship.
My queen! I love you! Oh, my queen! Oh, you're so naughty! I got my queen again! Oh, yeah!
But does he give up? Hell no. Even when he ruins the company's file server and destroys priceless documents, Kentaro still finds a way to worm his way into the president's ice-cold heart. How, you may ask? By being completely awesome at software engineering.
Taro Oe, I called you a fool and so much worse, and now you're gone. You didn't even leave a forwarding address. It looks like you are much more than I even imagined possible. No, this has to be a joke. It's too good to be true.
You hear that, computer science nerds? Your time spent studying C++ and JSP instead of personal hygiene and basic social skills were not spent in vain.
Thank you, Golden Boy! Look out, pussy. Here I come.
Lesson 2. Just like a pitcher, you got to have control. Along your pussy-getting travels, you'll more than likely come across a fair maiden who's taken quite a shine to you for outwardly no reason. Perhaps she's fond of the way your face kind of looks like beef jerky stretched over a rotting skull. Don't be fooled. Behind that angelic smile and naive demeanor lies a temptress whose every move is a calculated maneuver, meant to leave you crippled and dependent.
Oh, Mr. Gentleman Pervert. From now on, you'll be my toy to play with.
Should you find yourself caught in this manipulative web, you must regain control in a manner that demands ambassadorial cunning and a silver tongue. You must make out with her in front of her mob boss dad.
Mayor Katsura, I have a confession to make. I love Naoko.
Huh?
Give him the treatment!
Go ahead.
Oh sure, this will cause a severe hailstorm of punches and kicks to be laid out on you via the ruthless Yakuza, but when she sees that you're willing to have the shit kicked out of you for her, she won't be able to stop herself from breaking up the blanket party. Even if you end up looking like Fat Albert just sat on your face, she'll still profess her desire to gobble your knob like a hobo on government cheese. It's a risky gambit to be sure, but no one said macking was easy. And any Mac daddy worth his salt will tell you that anything is worth tapping a fine ass. You think the Fawns got all that booty by being handsome and charming? Dude had to sword fight lobstermen just to get a slice of Pinky Tuscadero's pie. Actually, I think I dreamt that episode of Happy Days. The Jamesons. She is strong. Lesson 3. Eliminate the competition. Macking ain't a solo sport, and you're bound to come across another Mac Daddy who has eyes on a lovely piece that you rightfully claimed as your own. But you know what they say. All is fair in love and war. You may take the high road and try to inform your romantic rival that you saw her first, but he'll most likely pound you into the ground like mulch just for breathing his air. It may pain you to do so, but you'll have to play dirty to get him to back off.
Her lips say no, but I'm sure her body will soon say yes. First of all, let's take things from the top.
I don't think so.
Cock blocking, otherwise considered a most heinous crime in the Mac Daddy community, will be an indispensable tool to get the jerk to back off. If he doesn't get the hint, you may have to confuse his sexuality by tricking him into making out with you.
The Kagure Special Corkscrew Kiss! Wide out!
And One-Eye Jack's won it again.
Remember, it's not gay if the balls don't touch. But at the end of the day, nothing drives the point home better than a good old-fashioned beating. Try to pummel the asshole while one of his women watches. It will be that much more humiliating and emasculating for it.
Oh, I opened up a can of whoop ass. I used my Kempo training center technique in such a manner as stupid as this. I have so much more that I need to learn.
You're too hard on yourself, Kentaro. There's nothing stupid about keeping up your game. Also, for those of you following at home, knowing Kenpo will come in handy. Next lesson. Lesson 4. Be the hunter. Keeping this mindset is essential when picking out your quarry. Should you find the opportunity to land a mythical supine beast that you see before you, you got to hunt her down. Tradition states that you had to lure her towards you with the perfect bait. A good start is showing her how good you are with kids.
You get your snot drippings, weddings, dumpings.
Remember what I said about macking not being easy? I meant it. Once you've lured her in, it's time to lay on the moves. Get her in the mood with a romantic dip in the pool, and then, when she's least expecting it, go for the crotch. Now this situation could break down in either one of two ways. Either she'll be so turned on that she'll immediately strip and redefine the term breaststroke, or she'll punch you out the door. Should the more likely of the events occur, don't be dismayed. You've already gotten inside her brain, and you're not leaving anytime soon. Don't let a little thing like restraining orders get in your way. Lord knows I don't. Play your cards right, and you'll turn a successful, independent, and proud woman into a needy bag of uncontrollable hormones. Mission accomplished! Lesson 5. Above all else, women love balls. Sometimes the most desirable woman is the hardest one to get. On the physical level, this little minx is way out of Kentaro Oe's league. But if there's one thing she's attracted to, nay, all women are attracted to, it's balls.
The fact is, I find men to be so very, very boring. And men who ride motorcycles are worst of all. They're just sloppy, drooling pigs, all full of themselves. But they really don't have any balls at all. It's all in their bikes. So who needs a dick with no balls?
Who indeed? Kentaro has the right idea by stepping into our lovely maiden's most intimate of moments. Only a man so full of confidence and balls could ever rightfully interrupt a woman during a hamburger manicure and offer to seal the deal. But lo ho, this wild succubus won't be tamed so easily. No, if Kentaro wants her to stop Johnny benching and grab his pine for a change, he's gonna have to do something stupid, like careening off a cliff on his bicycle in an attempt to beat her in a motorcycle race. Because we all know that manliness and cocksure stupidity go hand in hand. Defying death, laughing in the face of imminent danger, it's all in a day for Master Mac Daddy Kentaro Oe. Once she sees Kentaro haphazardly jump a ravine, not giving a fuck if he lives or dies, she can't help but quiver like jelly in an earthquake.
Come back and claim your prize! Oh, come back! Wait for me! Oh, have sex with me, please! I want you, Kentaro! Oh, teach me how to be a woman, ravish me! Screw my brains out! Oh, take this hot bitch now! Oh, whoa! Oh, come back! Oh, Kentaro!
Now that's how you do it. Leave them whimpering and begging for more. And that's when you fuck like there's no tomorrow. The kind of raunchy, out-of-control pig sex where you're not even comfortable looking at each other the next morning.
Kintaro, I just want you to know that I never...
Done that before, I know. You told me last night.
I mean, who knew that dog food could...
I'm eating, alright?!
Lesson 6. Keep every woman you've conquered close to the vest. Should you find yourself in a tight situation, and that's not innuendo, by the way, nothing can be more welcome than the help of the many, many women you have conquered. When Kentaro finds himself guiding a down-on-its-luck animation studio, he enlists the help of his harem of hotties to salvage the project and save the day. Of course, the danger of having every one of your trophies in the same room is that they may catch on to your nighttime proclivities. Worst case scenario, they all gang up and hogtie your balls to a railroad track. But does Kentaro sweat the small stuff? Hell no. The plan goes off without a hitch, having cowed these lovely ladies into a state of complete compliance. The only problem Kentaro has? Finding enough time in the day when he's not being chased by these cock-hungry harpies. So concludes our presentation on how to be the ultimate Mac Daddy. It'll take years of macking to reach the status of one Mr. Kentaro Oe, but the practice will be half the fun. As for me, well, I have other matters that require my attention. Till next time.
And that's my idea of how the film will come out.
Okay, director, I love it! But you'd better make this film gripping! I want to grab the audience by the balls!
I'll grab them and squeeze. They won't be able to sit down for a year.
Excuse me, could I have your autograph?